The Prscient Freedom Paddle is proudly brought to you by Prscient Fund Services. Welcome to Cape Town, the proud mother city of South Africa's Western Cape province and the spectacular setting for the 2026 Prscient Freedom Paddle. Backed by the iconic silhouette of Table Mountain and the meeting place of the Atlantic and Indian Oceans, this is a city where breathtaking natural beauty intersects with profound history. The Freedom Paddle continues to grow from strength to strength, with a record number of entrants in 2026 as the event builds towards its milestone 10th edition in 2027. Today, the mother city embraces competitors from across the globe, each prepared to take on a course that demands incredible endurance, courage and stamina. Their mission, a circumnavigation of the historic Robben Island, once home to Nelson Mandela and a testament to his legacy of perseverance and struggle for the liberty of all South Africans. As these athletes commit to the grueling 27-kilometer journey, they do so against the backdrop of Cape Town's vibrant landscapes, from bustling harbours to pristine beaches and sheer dramatic cliffs. This is far more than a physical grind. It is a testament to the human spirit, mirroring the very story of resilience forged on Robben Island. With hundreds of supporters and paddlers gathered around the Oceana Powerboat Club, the atmosphere is electric as another chapter of the Prscient Freedom Paddle history gets underway. So, settle in. Don't miss a single exhilarating moment from the 2026 Prscient Freedom Paddle, taking place right here in the dynamic heart of Cape Town.
'26 Prscient Freedom Paddle. How was it for you?
It's going to be one to remember.
It is indeed going to be one to remember.
The Prscient Freedom Paddle happens on the 27th of April. It's a very, very significant day in South Africa's history, around Robben Island, which is so significant in our road and our struggle for freedom.
I think it is quite important to actually do embrace what we have achieved as a country. It's always great to remind yourself, go around the Robben Island and realize where we are actually coming from.
So I did it last year and there was a real special energy around going Robben Island on a day like today, and it just gives you a sense of being a proud South African.
You know, Robben Island is a symbol of freedom because of Mandela and the suffering he experienced on that island. But also, you know, it's Melanie and I's home ground. So it's just a really amazing opportunity to catch up with the community. The community is such a loving one, such a caring one. Everyone's so supportive.
It's so amazing to see the coastal rows out, the SUP guys, the paddling community itself is quite incredible. This is a life dream, actually, to go around Robben Island.
There's so few races around the country nowadays, and to have probably the biggest race of the country in our back garden, there's no reason not to be here on such a beautiful day.
Good race, good vibes. Also the only real doubles race in the country, which is really fun to sort of pair up and race as a team as opposed to most other races being individual. So always will come and do this race if I can.
It's just lovely to be able to link all of those elements together. Table Mountain, Robben Island, Freedom Day.
Exactly. It's iconic.
Races like the Freedom Paddle do not happen without support from generous sponsors, and this year sees Prscient Fund Services back on board for their 8th year.
At Prscient Fund Services, one of the principles that anchors everything we do is constancy. That's why partnerships are so deeply rooted in our DNA. We don't believe in appearing only on race day. Our partnership with the Freedom Paddle reflects this belief. We first partnered with the organizers 7 years ago. Just as we partner with investment managers and clients over many years, we commit to relationships that are built on trust, consistency, and shared purpose. That's who we are at Prscient Fund Services. Strategic partners for the long run. Constancy in every current.
Another sport forming part of the Freedom Paddle event in 2026 sees the return of coastal rowing, bigger than ever and bringing a whole new challenge to the waters of Cape Town.
My name is Bonani. I'm the captain of the Low Hill Rowing Club. I'll be in charge of steering, and then Siva is going to set our pace. We're doing the short course for today, and we're kind of nervous, but we're just here for this experience of it.
We've heard different things. We've heard there's quite a bit of swell, but we have one of the oldest and biggest boats, so we're hoping that that will put us in good stead to cope with the waves.
We're about to start off here from the slipway, go around the Robben Island, and yeah, have a good time.
So coastal rowing, what it is, it's a long distance rowing version of beach sprints, which is what we actually train for, which is a new Olympic sport. So you've got bigger boats where it's about 30 kgs of pure buoyancy. You're not facing where you're going, which is the tricky part, especially going around an island such as what we're doing now. You've got your legs, which is what you use to power you mostly, unlike the Surfskis where it's mostly your arms. And then you pretty much use your entire body. You've got 85% of your muscle mass, which is moving the boat, as opposed to, I think it was 60% of the Surfskis.
Our boats, they can't cut the waves quite as well as the Surfskis, so we bounce a bit more. So just probably a bit of nervousness around the top of Robben Island, but otherwise line up with Devil's Peak and go.
Welcome to the 2026 Prscient Freedom Paddle main event. We're on the start line with the field getting ready for the journey ahead. Conditions have been the talk of the morning, and there are plenty of nervous faces around anticipating some large swells for today's race.
We had weather forecasts leading up to this that just couldn't make up its mind. And then, 5:30, it's pitch black. We're standing over there looking at the weather, trying to make a call about the surf. You handed me a pair of binoculars and you said, look at that surf. And I kind of took a look and I put it straight down and goes, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit rough out there. On the far side of the islands, there's going to be some big swell. You can see a lot of white water coming through there, so you have to take a wide breath, so it's going to be a good city.
Last year was super flat. You could have paddled like a marathon event, whereas now I think you got the ocean, you got the bump, the skills come into it, especially when there's big swell going around. Oh, it just makes it exciting.
The surf adds another variable that, it can make it good, it can make it bad. It's not really up to you. It adds that element of uncertainty.
I think especially going around the likes of Robben Island, you have Madiba's left on the other side. It could be a 6-foot pearl off the back there, so it adds a whole new element, makes you take chances that you probably shouldn't be taking, keeps you on your toes the whole way.
But we are excited, we're nervous, we're hella nervous, but we have to have a good time. Just ocean with emotion.
This year sees some of the best South African paddlers eager to take top honours at this prestigious event. Names to look out for on the men's side include defending champions Kenny Rice and Nicholas Naughton. They are up against the likes of former winner Josh Fenn, who's teamed up with Andy Burkett, the most decorated doozy canoe marathon winner in history. We also have former winner David Mocker teaming up with his son Samuel, and not to be overlooked, the young duo of Matthew Kutzer and Luke Leroux. They've finished on the podium before, but are looking for their first win. On the women's side, there is the indomitable combination of Kira Bester and Melanie van Niekerk, looking to defend their title. Can the likes of Rosie Edwards and Saskia Hockley pair up to defeat them this year? We'll have to see. In the mixed doubles, we have former winner Pippa McGregor teaming up with another former winner, Hank McGregor, who also happens to be her husband. They are looking to give the men's teams a run for their money. And here we go! The 2026 Prscient Freedom Paddle main event is kicking off. Who will be the victors this year and deal with the conditions the best? Let's find out.
Well, we enter our first 2Ks of the 2026 Prescient Freedom Paddle, and I think there'll be a couple of wide open eyes when they've come out of the protected bay into the open ocean and they're seeing the swells, 2 to 3 meter swells. And it's a bit of a side chop, but that's what the Freedom Paddle is. It doesn't matter what the wind direction is, it's a go. And so they're going to have to deal with the conditions. The racing might not have been as fast as it would have been in the past, but the top guys are out in the front. The young guns, Matt Kutzer and Luke Leroux, have taken it out hard. And they've opened up a small lead, but the old salty sea dogs, Josh Fenn, Andy Burkett, Kenny Rice, and Nick Naughton, being a little bit more strategic, holding back. But right now it's the young guns, Matt Kutzer and Luke Leroux, are out in the lead.
In the women's race, things are very close.
Leading at the moment is Kira Bester and Melanie van Niekerk. On their tail is the second lady, it's Saskia Hockley and Rosie Edwards. And right behind them is the third ladies double, which is Holly Smith and Jade Wilson.
So we've just seen a bit of a move there from Uli Hart and Clint Cook. Uli, this is one title that he hasn't got. Saturday he won the SA Trials, and I think this is the title that he really wants. There you see the four of them. They're going to look very closely at each other's moves and mark each other man for man, these four boats. It's going to be very interesting to see how the sea plays a difference.
As if the challenge of the 27-kilometre course isn't tough enough in a kayak, this year also saw the entry of one brave soul attempting the route on nothing but his stand-up paddleboard.
Because I found out that I'm the only SU peer and people have made out like it's such a big deal. When I entered, I didn't realise it. So I'm trying to put that behind me. So I am more nervous than I should be. But I think once I get a K out to sea, I'll be good. So I'm excited now. Swell doesn't bother me. Once you're out there, those humps mean nothing. It's the wind and current that's far more of a factor than swell. Hopefully I make it back, not on a safety boat.
So currently leading is David and Sam Mocker, father and son combination. And I think these conditions are going to suit him perfectly because he's one of the most experienced surfski paddlers in the country, if not in the world.
There's quite big swell. You know, we're going to take a real tiger's line because my dad's quite experienced there around the island. There's also going to be a strong headwind back, so I reckon we're going to save ourselves a little bit, try to keep composed, and then on the way back we push.
Kira and Melania definitely put the hammers down. They've opened up a gap on the second boat. I'd say they have about 100 meters on the second boat of Rosie Edwards and Saskia Hockley. So yeah, this is turning out to be a very interesting race.
We're looking at Hank and Pippa McGregor, husband and wife combination. Hank, 11 times world champion, one of the most decorated paddlers of all time. Multiple winner of Freedom Paddle, sitting in 6th place overall, just ahead of the young guns, but showing that they can mix it up with the best of the best.
Yeah, I'm excited to be paddling with Hank. In the past, I've always paddled with another lady. Goal is to really enjoy doing it together.
Goal one is to just enjoy it, to make it around the island safely. I think she's definitely going to make sure I take it wide. I'm going to be trying to cut it as much as I can.
I think I'm going to be pressing right pedal in the back there to go wide. If I was in the front, I don't think we'd go as close. But yeah, I trust him and I know that he'll keep us safe.
I definitely think you're going to have to lay it down early to win it this year. If we could pull a top 10, would be great overall.
So in an interesting turn of events, we've now got Josh Fenn and Andy Burkett leading the Freedom Paddle. Josh Fenn is a former winner with Hank McGregor, and he's paddling with Andy Burkett, none other than the most winning doozy paddler ever. He's a world marathon champion, he's a World Cup winner, he's an Olympian, and here Andy Burkett is leading Freedom Paddle on a Surfski. So looking good in 2nd place now, Matt Kutzer and Luke LaRue. 2 years ago, this combination came 3rd overall. They're the youngsters, under 23, really showing they've got great surfski skill, fitness and strength looking good at this point too. As the race is splitting apart, as the ocean is playing its role in how these guys read it and ride it.
The Freedom Paddle event isn't just about paddling, it's also about giving back to the community. This year sees the continued support for Operation Smile and the important mission to better the lives of children around the world.
So we're a global organization. Here in South Africa, we've been operating since 2006, and our mission is to enable children born with cleft lip and palate to access surgery and comprehensive care. Even though it can be a very short operation for a child with a cleft lip, a surgery like that totally transforms a child's life, but only in the hands of a very specialized medical team. So all the funds, all the fundraising efforts at this incredible event is what enables those surgeries to take place.
So here we are approaching the iconic Robben Island, and we've got our leaders, Josh Fenn, Andy Burkett, have opened up a little bit of a gap now. Actually quite a special moment for the two of them, trained together in East London, and looking good as a combination. You watch the stroke rate go up, you know they're on faster water. There they pick it up, ride down the face of the wave, and that's using the most out of the ocean. As we see back there, that's the gap to the next paddlers, around about 30 seconds. Any mistakes could cost them the race, so Josh and Andy going to keep a consistent pace. Swell not so big on this side, but as we go around the island, it's certainly going to have an impact on the race.
I mean, what we've got to remember is the Prscient Freedom Paddle is an open ocean race. It's a 10K crossing to the island, it's a 10K crossing back. There's only 2Ks of the entire race that's sheltered. And I think today, it was a real open ocean paddle.
To be honest, that's my happy place. You know, when it's big, It's gnarly, and you can see everybody's like looking at the ocean. That's my time that I normally try and make a break and go for the tiger lines.
Yeah, I'd say some advice would be never underestimate the ocean. You never want to take it for granted. And yeah, I think like we say a lot of the time is we don't actually know how we're going to go. Each time we get in the boat, it's very different. So you've also got to have that in the back of your mind that it might not be your day.
Yeah, I think for both Melanie and I, we're quite happy with the swell. Something to play with. I think it's just more stimulating for the brain. This route is so beautiful. It's really very scenic. So, even if it was flat, we would still be quite mind blown by what's going on around us.
So yeah, we have our leading ladies, Kira Bester and Melanie van der Kerk. They have gone quite wide, more so than the second ladies, who are Saskia Hockley and Rosie Edwards. And going around the island, there was a lot of swell and big rolling breakers. So definitely was a safer call. It looks like Saskia Hockley and Rosie Edwards caught up about 200 meters around the island. They are neck and neck. Saskia Hockley and Rosie Edwards have actually taken the lead. This is why I love surfski paddling, because it's never done until it's done.
After an aggressive start to the race, Joshua Fenn and Andy Burkett managed to open up an early lead heading around Robben Island. But the race began to change as David Mocker committed to a tighter and far riskier tiger line around the island. And Matthew Kutzer and Luke Leroux used the opportunity to overtake both the Mockers and the leaders before launching an attack on the long paddle home to the Oceana Powerboat Club finish line.
Looks like we're inside the last kilometre or two, and we've got Matt Kutzer and Luke Leroux leading. They paddled together 2 years ago and were third, and now they're just absolutely stepping it up a whole new level. Great field gathered here, but these two youngsters have taken it out hard and proved that they've got what it takes to win this great race.
And once again, the lead has changed slightly. Kira and Melanie are now edging ahead of Rosie and Saskia. As you can see, Rosie and Saskia are on a run now and then take the lead again. So this is a tight race. I think it's going to be down to the line.
SANParks Honorary Rangers is the official volunteer organization for the South African national parks. With over 2,000 volunteer members in 31 regions covering all 20 national parks, we are passionately committed to conserving our natural heritage for generations to come.
Our role is to protect the marine environment around Table Mountain National Park, and the success of our work depends heavily on the equipment we use.
That same mindset is why we're proud to once again support the Table Mountain National Park Marine Unit through our donation of watch-style dive computers.
Yes, the day is fantastic. We're very privileged as honorary rangers in support of SANPark to help and give out the medals today. The paddlers are very aware of the dolphins and the environment that they're paddling in. Robben Island is one of our newer marine protected areas, and so it's a privilege for them to go around and see what they're actually going to be helping conserve.
And so, after a challenging 27 kilometers of paddling and negotiating the at times turbulent waters of the Atlantic Ocean, in a race which saw the lead changing hands on multiple occasions, we have our men's winners, Matthew Kutzer and Luke Leroux, crossing the line to massive cheers from the local crowd.
Oh, that was hard, eh? That was hard. That was proper.
Well, it was hard work, but I couldn't have done it without Luke just shouting at me. I said, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong. I was like, I'm so tired, but he just forced me to keep going. So, yeah, we stoked.
I think, like we joked before, and like 2 years ago, me and Luke came third. Last year, I came second with a different partner. And then this year, I joked to Luke, like third, second, this year first.
Our game plan going into this was literally just survive till the island, hang in there around the island and just give it horns home. Just don't give up. And then we put a few runs together. We felt good. And then I looked over my shoulder and I was like, Matt, we're leading. Bro, just shush and paddle. Just paddle. Just keep your head down and paddle. I think we got in such a good zone. We were just running on adrenaline till the end day. For me, it's such an incredible race that the whole race is centered around doubles paddling, and I think that's so cool. And I think we definitely need more of that. There's always such a big field that comes through. Everyone makes the trip, and it's such an awesome course getting to paddle around the island. And
on Freedom Day, couldn't think of a better way to spend it.
Yeah, I can see that.
And in second place, after having led the race for most of the course, Josh Fenn and Andy Burkett.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a beautiful paddle. It's always a great event to come and partake in. Yeah, to come second, I haven't done freedom paddle in a few years. Josh drove like a machine. I think we had a little gap when you got to the island. Guys caught us on the way back, but that's racing and it's still exciting and happy with the outing.
And crossing the line in third place, we have the father and son duo of David and Samuel Mocker, putting in a very strong performance together.
So hard out there. The side chop. You don't know if you have to go left or right. Every time you're going to hit, you stop. We're a brutal paddle, but we're super stoked.
Yeah, it was a really hard race. Super special to come out on the podium with my dad.
After seeing off some stiff competition from the other ladies' teams, crossing the line in first place, taking top honours in the women's event, Kira Bester and Melanie Fanika.
That was very tiring, but really fun.
No, it was super tough. It was quite wild out there. Thought we were comfortably sitting with the crew, and then we looked to our left and there the other women's crew was and ahead of us.
Kira said, oh, now we have to put our heads down and go. So we put in a few hectic intervals, managed to get ahead of them again, just checked over our shoulder the whole time, make sure they're still behind us, and just a hard grind back and managed to take the win. So we're very grateful. Kira over here is ill, so thank you for coming out and paddling with me today. I hope your heart's okay. And she managed to pull off a very strong performance, and I'm very impressed.
I don't think that was me. I think that was you.
I think the iconic race is drawing more the top ladies, so everyone wants to come and do it. This year we definitely had some strong competition, and it's getting better and better each year.
Coming home in 7th place overall and taking the win in the mixed category, we have none other than the incredible husband and wife duo of Hank and Pippa McGregor.
Yeah, I think a really good doubles combination is first you have to be friends off the water. When the chips are down, like that's when the friendship really pulls in and you back your partner. And today, yeah, we backed each other and the results show, you know.
I'm also like more of a doubles paddler. I love doubles paddling, and this is the only race on the calendar that's like pure doubles. So it's like so awesome to be able to like race against all the top like athletes in the doubles.
Yo, conditions were tough today, but it made it like, you know, when you get that medal at the finish, feels like it's a proper reward, you know.
It was a very exciting day. There's a lot of adrenaline. The swells, I've never seen swells so big. It's been awesome!
It was good fun. Glad to be back on land. It was tough, eh? Very difficult. We were hoping for the tailwind at some point, nothing. But yeah, it was still a lot of fun. Tough can be fun sometimes.
Yeah, piece of cake. Yeah, piece of cake. Well, we were thinking about doing another lap.
The race was fantastic. It was a bit bumpy at the start, but we just found rhythm and just kept it going. 1 week ago today, I was lying in hospital on chemotherapy. Today we're on the water.
Probably the most terrifying thing I've ever done in my life, but I'm really, really proud that we've done it. Yeah, the first women to row around Robben Island in a single scull. Glad to have put a record down, and well done.
It was magnificent, I can't lie. We were like ways on the wild side that were just outrageous. So we went really wide. You know, of the 30, there were 3 kilometers that were smooth, that I could actually like relax. I fell 2 Ks after the start. That was it. Other than that, I managed, but it was insane.
Great day out.
Lovely down the ocean.
But I think it beat any day in the office.
Yeah.
Eh? Yeah, well done, eh?
The Freedom Paddle is possibly the most iconic race, certainly in South Africa, possibly around the world, racing on around Robben Island in Table Bay under the view of Table Mountain.
What better? No, absolutely amazing. For me, the Prescient Freedom Paddle is about community. It's about all our friends, this amazing paddling community we have that pull in, supports us, record numbers this year.
I think the great thing about Freedom Paddle is there's a level for everyone. So it's really nice that you've got the short course and you can build up to the long course.
The scenery and everything is just so incredible. It's such an incredible race. It's an experience that I think everyone should experience.
So thank you all for entering and taking part. 400 is an epic number. Maybe 500 next year.
Congratulations to every paddler who took on the challenge of the 2026 Prscient Freedom Paddle. From podium finishers to first-time competitors, completing this iconic race around Robben Island is an incredible achievement. Built by paddlers, for paddlers, the Freedom Paddle proudly welcomes athletes of all levels, united by a shared spirit of adventure, endurance, and camaraderie. The Prscient Freedom Paddle was proudly brought to you by Prscient Fund Services.